Hello, gore whores and deadites. Welcome to Our Life in Horror. My name's Sam. I'm going to be doing a solo review today on Immaculate. Brennan's been working weekends, so I'm just doing some solo content. He also didn't watch the movie with me, so he doesn't have an opinion on the movie. I just watched this morning. We didn't get out to the theater to it, unfortunately, but I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was going to be overhyped for me. I'm a massive Sydney Sweeney fan, have been since Euphoria.
I'm in love with Nate Jacobs and he's in love with me, and you give me that look, Maddie, because I didn't fuck your boyfriend. You two were broken up for 3 weeks.
So I was a little worried that I was going to go into it and not like it as much as people have been saying. But I loved it. And this is probably my second favorite movie of the year.
It's a pretty long flight. Do you want anything from the front of the boat?
I'm all good on creatine and small dick insecurity.
Nothing small about me. What the?
Immaculate was directed by Michael Mahan. He also did The Voyeurs with Sydney Sweeney.
You can see right in.
Check out those two. What is he, like a...
I really love that movie. It was super sexy, it was thrilling, and I just really enjoyed it. I got to do a rewatch of it now. I'll give you some spoiler-free thoughts on Immaculate before I get into the spoilers. I love the storyline. It kind of gave me Handmaid's Tale vibes in a sense. I'll get into that more in the spoilers. Not exactly Handmaid's Tale, obviously, but it just gave me those vibes a tiny bit. A little bit of the storyline, I guess. And there was a lot of shocking scenes. The gore was great. The performances were amazing, especially Sweeney. I just overall really enjoyed this film. And I'm really looking forward to Brendan picking it up on physical media so he can watch it too. Even the opening for this movie was just super tense and just really good. I did manage to go into this with very little spoilers. There was a little bit of the ending that was spoiled for me, but it was still like super effective. So I wasn't disappointed by that. I'm going to get into spoilers now. So you've been warned. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go see it before you continue on with this video. So, spoilers. The opening was insane. Like when the girl was trying to escape and they broke her leg in the gate. That was super gross. And then her waking up underground in I'm assuming it was like a coffin or a box. That was super claustrophobic. I love movies that are claustrophobic, either when they're being buried alive or when they're going underwater into caves. Those are the types of movies that actually scare me. So I was very pleased to see that they had a scene like that, especially in the very opening. I loved Sydney Sweeney's character. I liked that she was going to another country where everyone else spoke another language. So she's feeling a little more isolated. And I just really liked that concept. The storyline really, they did a really good job on it, because I know you can kind of tell from the trailer what the movie's about, obviously, but even the scene where she finds out that she's pregnant was still tense for me.
It's a miracle. You are with child.
Even though, going into the movie, we knew that was going to happen. And what else? There's also a lot of good gore in this movie. The girl that jumps and you see her face after, absolutely disgusting. The part with the nail where she picks her nail off, I actually cringed and looked away for a moment. It was really gross. Lots of bloody scenes. I love the scene where she was trying to get out, so she faked having a medical emergency, and then when she's in the car freaking out in pain, the guy gets the phone call that she is faking it and it's not even her blood. I thought she was just so good at acting in this movie, and I know I've seen her obviously in so much other stuff. I'm a huge fan of her, but I'm still just blown away by her in this film. So what I mentioned in the beginning on how this kind of gave me Handmaid's Tale vibes is just how the girls are all there and the way they get punished for acting out or trying to escape or trying to go against them. So like with the cutting of the tongue or the burning of the feet, like they get punished in these severe ways. And that's just the one part that kind of gave me Handmaid's Tale vibes. And I love Handmaid's Tale. So it's something as a female that actually genuinely scares me because, you know, if you act out, you're going to be punished in a brutal way. So I really like that part of the storyline. I also liked how a lot of the girls were almost trying to warn her, like you don't have to go through with this. You don't have to say your vows. Obviously, they know it's a bad place, and get out while you can.
How can we trust what's inside you?
The part that was spoiled for me was the ending with someone had just mentioned something about wanting to see the baby crushed, and I was like, what? But seeing it now, I'm like, okay, yeah, that was pretty brutal. She did incredible in that scene. That finale was insane. I can't say enough good things about her acting in this film. I also really like that this movie did not drag at all for me. I have a bit of a short attention span, as a lot of our listeners know. This is a short and sweet movie. It's only under an hour and a half, but still, like, there was not a single moment in this movie that dragged. I was invested the whole way through. So that's a really big plus for me. There are a few jump scares in this movie. The one was in the trailer, I believe. So that one, it was in the trailer, so it wasn't too effective. I didn't find too many of this jump scares that effective, actually, but I'm thinking maybe because I didn't see it in the theater and I watched it in the daytime, like I watched it this morning at 7:30 a.m. I feel like maybe in the theater it would have been a little bit more effective. I just think the concept of the whole movie is more scary, though, than anything. Just even going there, and she's trapped essentially. And if she tries to leave, she will be punished in very brutal ways. Like, I cannot even imagine how her feet felt after getting those crosses burned into her feet. It looked so painful. The part where after she was brought back into her room and she's banging on the door, another great performance, like when she's screaming. It was just so good. Religious horror is not always my favorite thing in the world. I did really like Saint Maud. I haven't seen it since it came out, though. So I was really impressed with this. I definitely want to do another viewing of this movie when it comes out on physical media, because I know Brendan's going to end up buying it. And I'd like to watch it at night in the dark rather than in the morning and just see how effective it is then. So overall, I am going to rate this movie a 100. This is definitely my second favorite movie of the year. My first one is Anyone But You, also starring Sydney Sweeney. Clearly, I love her. I've seen a handful of new movies this year, not too many, but it's going to take a lot to top this one for me. And please let me know what you thought about this movie in the comments. And if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe. It helps us a lot. And stay spooky. And please let me know what you thought about this movie in the comments. And if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe. It helps us a lot. And stay spooky.